In the northern kingdom of Israel, during a time of spiritual decline, a woman named Jezebel rose to power as queen. She was the daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Sidonians, and brought with her the worship of false gods, Baal and Asherah. When she married King Ahab of Israel, she did not adopt the worship of the God of Israel. Instead, she used her influence to turn the nation toward idolatry and away from the Lord. Jezebel was cunning, ambitious, and unafraid to use manipulation and violence to maintain control. She ordered the persecution and execution of God's prophets, replacing them with hundreds of prophets of Baal. Under her influence, King Ahab built altars and temples to Baal, plunging Israel into deeper rebellion against God. But God raised up the prophet Elijah to confront this darkness. In one of the most dramatic showdowns in the Bible, Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to prove whose God was real. On Mount Carmel, the prophets of Baal cried out to their God, but there was no answer. Elijah prayed to the Lord, and fire fell from heaven, consuming the sacrifice. Though Elijah's victory exposed the falsehood of Baal worship, Jezebel was enraged. She vowed to kill Elijah, forcing him to flee into the wilderness. Her fury knew no bounds, and her thirst for control only grew. One of the darkest episodes of her reign came when King Ahab coveted a vineyard owned by a man named Naboth. When Naboth refused to sell, Jezebel orchestrated a plot. She forged letters in the king's name, accused Naboth of blasphemy, and had him stoned to death. Ahab then took the vineyard as his own. God sent Elijah once again, this time to pronounce judgment. Dogs would devour Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel, and Ahab's line would be cut off. Though Ahab showed some repentance, Jezebel remained unrepentant and defiant. Years later, a new king named Jehu rose to power by God's command. As he approached the palace in Jezreel, Jezebel adorned herself and looked out from a window. With chilling confidence, she mocked him. But Jehu commanded her servants to throw her down. She fell to her death, and as prophesied, the dogs devoured her body, leaving no trace. Jezebel's story is a powerful warning about pride, manipulation, and defiance against God. Though she wielded great power, her legacy became a symbol of corruption and judgment. Her life reminds us that no one is beyond God's justice, and that true power belongs to Him alone.